All right, guys, welcome to another episode of the Walleye Files Un-Hooked. Brandon Ruffalo here. We are on Bay of Green Bay in Maydenock. I've caught 3 giants already this morning. I'm pre-fishing for the Master Walleye Circuit. So in this episode of the Walleye Files Un-Hooked, I'm going to show you a little bit of something. Hopefully we get a couple more bites here. Putting together a little bit of a pattern for the tournament. So don't tell anybody. Hopefully by the time you're watching this, maybe we got a W and we got some cash in our pocket and a big old trophy. But welcome back to the Walleye Files. I'm excited. Walleye Files Un-Hooked. Here we go. Feels like a pretty good one too. A really good one, holy smokes. About it before, guys. Walleye Nations Creations Death Jig. Look at that. Boom. Big one. All right, guys, so here's what I'm doing. And I've caught some really big ones today. It's been a lot of fun, guys. I can't remember the last time I caught this many really good fish in a day. Maybe when I was with my dad here a few weeks ago, but these fish are just roaming around. It is big, deep water, really not super deep, right? We're in 20 to 25 feet of water, but there's just big pods of these fish roaming around. And I'm attacking them with 2 different things. I got a regular bait and a follow-up bait. And if I can get close enough, I'm gonna throw a Walleye Nations Creations Death Jig. I really like this. I think it's cotton candy color, or but I really like this color. And then I'm trying to keep that fish or that bait above their noses. And then I'm coming real aggressive with the jig and wrap. This is a number 7. It's white, is really good on the Great Lakes. It just happens to be the one I'm throwing today. And the ones that want that bait aggressive, you're popping and popping and popping. And you don't have to let that bait fall to the bottom all the time. I'm swimming this bait like it's an alewife, like it's something that they're hunting. And they're just kind of moving around. And when that bait gets in front of them, pops a couple times, they want it, they come up and swallow it. Yeah, hopefully I get 1 or 2 more bites for you. All right, guys, I'm back home from Gladstone, Michigan. Dan and I ended up taking 23rd place. Not a check, not the win we were hoping for. We just couldn't find the unders. We will be recapping that pretty quick here. I think you're going to see it next week with the special guest, hopefully. So stay tuned for that. Other than that, real quick, I want to talk to you how we caught our fish. You know, in this video, you saw one fish catch. It was pretty wavy every day. It was pretty windy. Just wouldn't have been good audio, wouldn't have been real great. And then I ended up getting sick, which you can kind of hear a little bit. So I didn't do a lot of filming, and I do apologize for that. I would have liked to get 2 or 3 more fish catches on video. But a major portion of this tournament was us throwing glide baits, which I'm not super great at, but I started to get better at in pre-fish. Throwing jig and wraps, as you guys saw here. Jig and wrap was super key for me, swimming it in the water column for fish that are suspended, and then I'd drop it down to fish that are tight to bottom, and then I'd have a follow-up bait, something a little slower. When they'd react to it and they didn't want to bite it, I would throw a death jig and kind of swim it past those fish, really get them enticed, get a bite, and catch one just like that 29 3/4 incher that I showed you guys on video. Stay tuned, we got some really cool content coming up. Trip to Canada here is next week. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate you guys watching the Walleye Files Unhooked.